How's everyone doing? So this is another series inside the cab. This is going to be a two-part series, so please watch the second part. So in this, I'm going to be moving a bunch of material on the big pad that I'm building, and I'm talking about a bunch of different topics. And in the second video, I talked to Hawthorne Cat because I cracked some bushings and they're going to give me a quote. And at the end of the video, you'll hear the quote and what happens and what I'm going to be doing. So I watched that video as well. Check it out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.
Loader to kill my first doe. These days I go down to Walmart and they sell them in the bag. Some people want to take them away. Why don't you go for some boys that selling crack? Guns, where a Remington's a price. Come on, man. Swinging them on the block, just down in corner guns. Alright. I have to throw in that song. Alright, so getting done here, almost to the end of this pile. I'm just trying to sift out some of this, the fine stuff, and pick out the rocks here. So then I can start putting some of that dirt on the hills and leveling out this pad, but I gotta go down and move that tree and move this grub pile out of the way. So I might kind of shape this entry to the road here and go down in this area, or go down in that direction right here. So I'm gonna cut this back, this spot right here, and taper that off so I can actually get down there and just kind of work this section here. So yeah, I'm getting close. I mean, I got most of the material ripped. There might be a couple high spots that I gotta cut back down, but that's not till the end. I'm gonna try and just fill in the low spots and blend it all. So try to get it perfect here, but I don't want to spend too much time on this pad. It's pretty big, so I need quite a bit of material to actually get it perfectly level. And that's not the goal here. As long as it's tapering back, that's fine. I mean, for me, the goal right now is good drainage and to get it close to grade, and that's it. Because if I'm going to build on here, I'm going to have to bring gravel up here anyway. So with the gravel, that's when we'll get it perfectly level. But I want to get it close. It'll save me money when I get gravel in the future. So I either pay now or pay later. So I'm kind of at the point where I'd rather pay later because I ain't got time right now. So I might just kind of rough it and get close and leave it as is and start moving on to the other spots on the property, because I gotta finish this property. I got jobs lined up. I gotta start making money with this machine. I mean, oh man, hopefully I can get these bushings fixed, because if not, I'm gonna have to just order an undercarriage and have my friend Judah help me change it out. So we'll see. I mean, it might be able to get the master link out. The pin doesn't need as much pressure to be pushed out, and it's got that cotter pin on it. So hopefully we can get that one out. I mean, if not, we can just cut it. So we'll just cut them, and then I don't know actually how the chains come. If they, I would think the master link's not in, but I don't know. Who knows how they come? If anyone knows, let me know. So when you buy a complete undercarriage, like the complete chain set, I would think it wouldn't come together. I mean, obviously you got to wrap it around the undercarriage and put the master link in, but does the master link come on the chain pressed in already and you got to press it out, or what's the deal with that, you know? I mean, I would think the master link would just come in a bag separate and you use that to put it together, but who knows, you know? I wouldn't be surprised that I get it and the damn master link is pushed in, so we will see. But if anyone knows, I would love to know, just to be prepared, you know, to have another master link, and I'll just cut that one off too and just put the new one in. But we'll see. I mean, I could just do that, just cut it off and put the new undercarriage on. So that's what I'd probably do instead of trying to press it out. And I'll see if the I don't think the master link is that expensive. It's just, I would like to try and actually push it out just to know if we can do it. So that would be good to know. But yeah, so I got to start making money and I got to get on to the next job here. And this one's, you know, it's been delayed because of the weather, and I only work, you know, a few days up here because I got my gun shop to run. So that's the other issue, is I only got so many days of work up here. So I think I was complaining so much earlier about the weather being crappy that it became nice. I mean, it's a freaking nice day today now. I mean, you can see how nice it is. I mean, it's totally clear. I mean, it's amazing now. So sometimes you just gotta bitch about it a lot and people listen. So so I'm glad that it turned out to be a nice day. It's making me feel better. You know, I'm just so many things that are just pissing me off right now, that, you know, the weather being crappy doesn't help. So it is nice to have some sun out and no clouds. Feeling good. I gotta start making money though. That's the goal with this excavator. And I got jobs lined up, and I gotta make sure that it keeps going. So I gotta figure something out with the undercarriage. God, I just wish I didn't mess it up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even the mechanic I talked to was like shocked to hear that I had cracked bushings already. He's like, 2013 with cracked bushings with, you know, 2,700 hours. And he's like, what's going on? And I just told him I think I caused it by having the tracks too tight. I don't know. I mean, it was the terrain I was in was really bad too. I mean, real rock. I mean, you can see how uneven it is. I was climbing some hills over some rocky terrain and turning, and it just, you know, wasn't good. And I think one spot I was stuck in the mud, and I turned a little bit and it pushed the track off. I was hitting a big boulder and I couldn't see it because it was in the mud, and my whole track was like half buried in the mud, and that's when my track actually came off. And I noticed it. I was like, oh crap, it's starting to come off. So I backed up and it popped back on. So I went to a flat spot and I tightened up the track to like the tightest I could tighten it to spec, like on the tighter side of spec. And I ran it like that since, being, you know, I was kind of nervous it was going to come off if I loosened it up more. So I ran it kind of tight. So now I'm running it on the loose side of spec, because I don't want, you know, the track to jump and then it doesn't have slack to give and it's going to crush more bushings. So that's what I think happened, is there wasn't enough slack when that chain came off, and it was I would say it was right in the middle of spec at the time. And I mean, even when it's tight, I know the track can still come off if you're turning into a big boulder or something and it's pushing it off at the right spot, you know. So I don't think it really matters. I mean, I've had the tracks loose for a while now and it's working better. I mean, I haven't had the track jump on me at all. So I don't think having the tracks on a looser side of spec is going to cause it to jump off the sprocket more. I mean, at least, you know, from my experience. But it seems to give a little more, so it has some play in it. So if I do get rocks stuck in there, it's not, you know, it's going to have some more room to play and give instead of just crush the rocks and put so much pressure on the bushings and the pins. So I'm just gonna blame myself on that, and I think that's why I had that happen. But it's a learning experience. I mean, I'm glad it happened on my property and I wasn't on someone else's job, and you know, I had too much downtime. I don't want that. That's bad for business. You know, I don't want the word getting out like, oh yeah, you know, I hired that guy Wes and his machine was broken on the job, you know, half the time or something like that. You know, that's why I'm buying newer machines, is I don't want that to happen. So, you know, I'm trying to avoid it at all costs and trying to make sure I can get up and running fast. I mean, I'm still running here, so I didn't really have downtime. I had like 2 days of downtime just waiting for my friend to come to weld it up, and that's pretty much it. So not really that big a deal, but still, it's like learning experience for me is to make sure, take care of the machine and have a plan when it breaks. So I didn't really plan on, you know, talking to mechanics or anything like that. I mean, I just kind of was so busy, I kind of overlooked that, like, I'll deal with that later. Well, I should have been dealing with it, you know, earlier, because I might have had someone that has a press come up and fix this easily. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a guy out there with one. I just don't know who he is. And again, Cat's not really on it. I mean, I don't know. Waiting for them is, I don't know, kind of like watching paint dry. So, you know, it's not very entertaining, and it's not good for my pocketbook in many ways. So, you know, if they're gonna charge $167 an hour, they better be up here within 10 minutes of me telling them something's wrong. You know, if they're gonna be the slowest, why would I ever go with them if it's not a last resort? You know, I mean, you'd have to be out of your mind to go with them if you got another guy that'll, I mean, the mechanic that I'm going to be dealing with, he doesn't have a press, but he can do everything else. He's going to charge me 75 bucks an hour in the field. Now, in the field, 75 bucks an hour. Cat's going to charge me $167 an hour in the field. So, you know, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Who am I going to go with? I mean, and that guy was on it. I mean, he called me. I called him, left a message. He called me back in 10 minutes. He gave me advice. He told me how to do it if I wanted to do it myself. I mean, he told me who has the presses. I mean, you know, he was on it, and he was willing to help me. So, you know, I like that guy so far. I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna give him my business as much as I can. And even if he was the same price as Cat, I would go with the guy that's gonna give me better service. You know, it's not all about price. You know, that's not what made me want to go with him. Honestly, like, it's not about the price. It's about getting it done fast and being fair. You know, I'll pay you $167 an hour, but you better be on it, and you better only charge me for the hours you work. You know, no more. So that's where, you know, I don't mind paying that price, but I better get damn good service. And so far, I'm not getting the $167 an hour service that I should be getting. because at that price, damn, they better be rolling out some red carpet for me and serving me coffee when I get down there. So I don't know. It's just, I'm shocked, you know. So we'll see, you know, how long this takes. It's a learning process, you know, to deal with CAD. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of hear horror stories, so I'm experiencing it right now. Let's smooth some of this out. Just move some of this material. I need to get that other bucket going, that big grading bucket. It's gonna be nice for this stuff. I mean, it's gonna save my undercarriage too. Instead of trying to grade with the blade here, I can just grade with that bucket. So, which would help save my undercarriage. So, I'm gonna try my best to get the attachments that I need to save my undercarriage. You know, I am gonna set up a fuel trailer, but I'm still gonna use my fuel tank that's in the back of my old Tacoma. Actually, it's my wife's Tacoma, so I'll probably end up buying it from her. But I like that because I mean, it's so capable of off-road that I can ramble it up to the machine and not have to drive to the fuel trailer. So that'll save my undercarriage quite a bit, because I mean, sometimes like right here, I'm about 400 feet away on rough terrain to get to any kind of road where I can get that fuel trailer. I mean, I could probably pull that fuel trailer up here, but it's gonna be a lot more difficult than just driving that truck. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I could use the truck and maybe refill that tank from the trailer and then drive the truck up. So we'll see. I mean, I'll probably use that as my work truck. I mean, my new truck is great too. I mean, it's just, I don't want to put my tank in the back of it. I mean, maybe I get like a small, like 50-gallon tank or 55-gallon tank for my other truck, and I can use that too. I just don't want something so big in the back of my truck all the time. It takes up the whole bed. So we'll see. I mean, my new Tacoma is badass off-road. I mean, that thing's gonna go anywhere. I just don't want to beat it up. So that's what the old truck is for. All right, let me see. So I'm gonna work on this section here. I'm gonna just back up and I'll smooth that out, taper it off to how I want. I'm gonna leave that a little higher so the water won't jump over that. So, you know, I'm gonna probably scoot some of this material back. Let me move this rock out of the way here. So, this is good material to level out. Fill out these low spots over here. Definitely need that grater blade. It's gonna be nice. Alright. So much nicer on my undercarriage when there's some dirt mixed in. You guys that deal with only dirt are in heaven. As long as it's not raining, then it becomes a muddy hell. So I feel you on that one though. I dealt with that up here. So I'm just gonna taper this down. my channel goes good, we got to get this going, guys, because I want to expose all the BS that everyone's complaining about and all the companies that are terrible and need to be fixed. That's one part of this channel that I hope, you know, it'll help everyone out in this industry, and you know, just in a lot of industries that I'm dealing with, whether it's excavation, farm work, branch work, equipment, you know, hunting, guns, whatever it is. You know, if I can expose all the problems and a bad service we get, maybe we can get some better service out of it and get these companies to shape up, you know. So hopefully it'll go good and we can get some good stuff going. So if I get big enough on my channel, these companies will listen. Then we'll have some power to make some good changes here. So we'll see. I have high hopes. I think so. I'm gonna try hard to get some good footage and good content, and you know, I'm gonna be real on this channel. You know, there's not gonna be any BS, and you know, I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I mean, that's the goal of my channel, is keeping it real, because that's hard to find nowadays. You know, you get people, you know, hiding and fluffing everything up and making everything look like it's perfect, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And I don't like that. It's like, I want to see the problems. I want to, you know, that's what I'm looking for. It's like, when I'm reviewing a product or something, I want to see the problems and not just some hype because you want to get a sponsor, you know. It's like, I'm not going to hype up GoPros because I want to get sponsored by them. It's like, what are they going to do? Give me more cameras that irritate me, that don't work right? Like, I don't care about that. You know, it's like, come on. I want them to make better products, and I have no problem paying for it. You know, if it's good, I'll pay for it, you know. But I don't want to pay so much money for something that's just inferior and has issues that you know, I have to spend time dealing with. So, you know, if I can get big enough in this channel, maybe GoPro will listen and fix some stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's big channels out there complaining already, and they don't seem to really care. But you know, if enough people complain about it, then they'll make some changes. And you know, I'm all about trying to find a fix too. It's not like, oh, just complain and let them figure it out. No, hey, I'll even give them a solution. You know, and it's, for the GoPro thing, is the easy solution. It's just a software issue, you know. Give us more manual control of the mics and we're good, because everyone does different things and that auto setting just doesn't work right. So, you know, when I'm working in a machine and I'm hammering or digging the ground, the damn GoPro thinks it's windy or something, and it goes to windy mode and basically cuts out my voice. So the GoPro doesn't know what it's doing. You know, I'd rather have more control and pick which mic I want it to take the sound from, and have it not auto adjust at all. So then I wouldn't have any issues. So it really isn't a problem with the mics. It's, again, it's a problem with the software. So something like that is a simple fix. And, you know, so I'm going to try my best to give a fix to these companies.
How's it going, everyone? So that's it for the first video. Please watch the second video to this series of Inside the Cab, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.